The name of this is Camel Hair Coat. My older sister Susan was driving across country from California and stopped to see me in Denver, where my parents had farmed me out when I was 16 for the summer with Mom's sister, Aunt Dolores. Mom and Dad had sold their house in Pasadena and moved to New York City to resume their floundering careers in the fashion industry. Susan was headed for Paris, but would stop over at my parents' for a few months. When I told Sue about my plan to run away with my boyfriend Peter Lopez, who I'd been sneaking to see for 2 years, she helped me weigh the pros and cons. Peter was from Pasadena too, but had moved to Denver to be near me and work on a road crew to save money for our elopement. We had already secretly rented a studio in Denver where we would move in together when it came time for me to join my parents. Peter used to visit me on weekends. After Aunt Dolores was in bed, we'd sneak out back in the cherry orchard where we'd have sex, looking up through branches at a star-studded vastness. My sister pointed out that I'd never be able to hide from Aunt Dolores or register for high school living in the same town with Peter, that Peter would be on the road a lot. I thought a lot about what Susan had said after she left, yet I knew I'd be lonely in my parents' apartment when she left for Europe. I looked over at the antique silver salt and pepper shakers I had bought for $5 out of my $30 a week A&W job. I imagined them on the table in that tiny studio without Peter being there to eat dinner with me, always busy working. They didn't look so great after all. I thought of how most of the buildings in Denver were made out of that ugly new brick. And then I remembered what Mom had said about Peter after his first and last Sunday dinner at our house back in Pasadena. He's nothing but a stupid Mexican and he'll never amount to anything. And how she forbid me to ever see him again. I felt my resolve to stay strengthened. Susan must have said something to Mom when she got to New York City, because Mom, who hadn't called me all summer, suddenly did, and she was so nice over the phone. Your father has gotten you a beautiful, full-length camel hair coat from a designer friend's showroom. It's waiting for you here in your closet. I imagined the feel of Mom's camel hair coat that used to hang in the closet in Pasadena. I would run my hand over it and put it on sometimes, soft and supple and luxurious. That was it. I boarded the plane at the end of August, lured by the promise of the coat. 6 months later, I threw it in a dumpster behind Carnegie Hall. It had a foam lining that was stiff and unyielding. It didn't flow at all like my mom's. I'm an emotional idiot, I wrote to my sister in Paris, for ever coming here. At the end of my first semester at Washington Irving High School, I was on a plane, flying back west to live with Peter. No one tried to stop me. Dad just handed me $15 as I boarded a bus in Port Authority. Good luck, he said.